guys? Welcome back to my humble abode. This is the second video that I'm going to be making regarding the new skill tree. Skill changes according to this game. On top of them giving you a cert change, be mindful, I think it expires in a month, so you have a month to make up your mind. I am a forever committed warrior, and after they added the ability to carry 2 weapons and also weapon mods for melees, and chainsaw blades, I can't really give up being a warrior, so you're gonna have to ask other people about the changes in their classes. I'll make an in-depth warrior guide in the future, but for now we're gonna go with the changes that we've seen happen for everybody. Asking me questions such as what class makes the most gold is I can't really answer that because I've never had to make. I'm widely known as a pay-to-win, so I haven't had to choose a profession based off of gold making. Rumor is that hemp pickers tend to make the most steady amount of gold because there's always a need for the hemp, and hemp is incredibly annoying to pick. So we're gonna go ahead and explain the changes that we saw happen for everybody. Alright, if you notice, at first glance it doesn't seem like much, but you can scroll, and each one has these new abilities that were added. The gather one is more like a ease of life. If you don't have the new dollars or the skill points to spare, I wouldn't really recommend it. But this is a buff at level 4. When it stacks 5 times, you can increase the waiting time, reduce the waiting time by 20%. For fishing, kingfish increases your chance to catch a kingfish by 1.2, so basically you go from 1% to 2%. Auto fishing waiting time on sunny days reduced by 20%. Handy if you go AFK fishing a lot and the weather tends to hit sunny. I did notice a little bit of a difference. They're not massive, but they're not game changing. If you don't have the new dollars or don't really care for it, they're things you can ignore. I like to auto fish a lot. Now, the next part is a pick and choose. Like I think personally, because I love cooking, I think food is one of the most underrated elements of this game. I think this is incredibly important, especially if you like to throw parties too. Increases cooking speed by 20%. Adds 2 slots, so you can tell that I can now cook a lot of foods, and quite rapidly too, especially if they're mastered. Another thing that is huge is exclusive special formulas. Now with this update, there are a lot of new food items that you can create, and just in case you weren't tracking, I'm gonna go real quick. Rachel, I think that was her name, or Lafita, I think that was Lafita. It's Rachel's sister, Lafita. Yeah, Lafita now sells a bunch of spices and additional food items that you can use to cook. So, be sure to check that out. I don't know any of the recipes yet, but I'll figure them out. There's gonna be, there's gonna be plenty of people on plenty of websites posting the new recipes and stuff. But this is where you get the new items. So, a couple of spices and stuff like that. I believe some of the mobs drop animal guts, entrails, or whatever that you can also use as part of this cooking. A lot of new food items added into this new update, as well as 3 recipes added to this guy. Go ahead and show you. I've already bought them, so I'll have to show you in the menu. But where to buy them? You can buy 3 recipes from this guy, Tex Brandon. I don't know if they're limited to what period your camp is in. We're already at postmodern, or post-industrial. I'm not entirely sure, but you can buy new recipes from him, and those are. I can't make any of them, so they should be at the bottom in red. I don't have items. The beef and ox tripe. Damage against infected, headshot, and firing rate. Pineapple mixed fried rice, and the clay pot rice. continually recovers HP, energy consumes sprinting, headshot damage, and crit immunity. Sounds like an amazing item. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and what else was gonna? Oh, I'm missing the next skill. Is the so we already went over these. Yeah, these are the exclusive special formulas. You get the lollipop at level 1. You get a king prawn soup, which is a blue item that uses. This is amazing. This is what you get, but you use four. You use four. Well, you can use a gray fish. I don't know. Let me use a fish. Look at that. Go ahead. You can use 4 of those gray items, and all of these are the same, but you end up getting a blue level taste for food, and it doesn't offer you secondary or primary crit chance, but does increase your speed overall. This is a lollipop you unlock at level 1, movement speed, and this is a tamagoyaki at level 3. Firing rate by 5, headshot 5, and firing range by 10. That's going to be an incredible, PvP food. Then we go on to the Flash of Genius. It's supposed to add like another additional buff to your foods on chance, but if it's less than 5, it offers a 16% chance to increase your taste by 1. And then when it's when it's already a taste 5 item, there's a 16% chance to get an additional random attribute. I haven't made enough food yet since this update to see any of those buffs, but maybe we can make a cooking video in the future. And now on to the most important things in combat, especially if you're a sniper that uses a howitzer. The projectile explosion range increased by 16%, and the Demolition Expert. This is a new item that you can use. It's not amazing, but it's nice. The effect is pretty. It's a new craftable. I have it unlocked just cause, and we'll show you what it looks like. Blast grenade. And when I damage tested it, it did up from 100 damage to 167 damage on level 60 plus people with Crimson or Blue Assault. So it's not bad. It's more damage than, sometimes the howitzers. And it's a huge radius. But you really want to focus, out of all the new skills that they added, it's these 2 that you want. They added the combo. Hold on, let me see. So they added this. This is what you want to max. The shield generator, increased max shield. That's the first thing you want to max. Then you want to go on to the Demolition Expert. For each unit hit with the projectiles increased by 18 and the explosion. It says projectile, and most people would think it's grenades, but it's definitely attributed to your grenade launcher. I mean, this is a energized grenade launcher. Look at the size of that thing. Energize it and see if we can make it. Add another 70% to that. I can't really tell, but you can tell the difference between the regular grenade launcher and after you upgrade it. It definitely does a lot more damage too. In terms of abilities, I think that's all. They did add a level 6. You need to be combat 70 in order to. They all had different skills. They did alter some of these level 1 skills and stuff like that too. So you should definitely go ahead and check those out. I don't have, unless somebody wants to sponsor me for 50,000 Fed creds so I can change all of my certs and show you each one in difference and application of it. I'm going to be stuck as a warrior, so you might have to ask somebody else in a different class, such as a virus expert, what they specifically do. But they did update and change a lot of these things, and also put more relevant information as to what the skill does. And that is the general overlay of the new skills episode. And that's the skill video. Alright, you guys have a good one.